Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back yet again with another gameplay slash commentary. So I'm playing something a little bit different today. I brought it back, pulled out a classic. This is the game 13, and I'm playing Deathmatch, which is basically like free-for-all, and I'm playing up to 30 points. You spawn in with this little pistol, and then you got to go find some other guns. And I think mostly I use a shotgun and assault rifle. But you guys are going to get to see the bazooka, and I think I'm going to throw I think I get a couple of kills with frag grenades. So you can see the hit detection in this game is great, but you have to shoot people a lot depending on the power of your weapon. And headshots are one shot with most weapons unless somebody has a helmet on like that guy. So hope you guys like the gameplay, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is kind of a new series I want to start on my channel called Do You Believe This? And basically what I'm going to do is just talk to you guys about interesting stories from around the internet that I've found while I was searching on any given day. And so to get right into it and to get started, the first story that I want to talk to you guys about is from North Korea. And I'm just going to read you guys the headline. Says North Korea executes 3 people found guilty of cannibalism. Now, that may not be weird to some of you, but that is weird to me. And on top of that, the interesting thing is that this article comes from a think tank. A think tank actually put out some information on cannibalism in North Korea. So, I'm intrigued, why is there cannibalism taking place in North Korea? I guess people are just poor. And a father and son were executed for eating some woman, and another guy was executed for eating like someone that he knew because he was hungry, And I guess I gotta say that I'm glad that right now in my life that I live in a country where, our homeless people beg, and normally someone gives them something because we are, the richest nation in the world. I live in America, and I'm glad to say that for the most part, I see people sharing with homeless people. But I can't imagine, I don't know if you guys can imagine being so hungry that you would eat another person. Can you imagine being that hungry? Not that you would put up a sign that says, "We'll work for food," or "Vietnam vet and need money," or "I'm hungry, please help me," or panhandling or anything like that. But you're so hungry that you would eat another human being, that you would kill and eat another human being. So I thought that was a very interesting story. You guys can let me know your take on it. And I guess obviously executions are still happening in North Korea. And in case you're wondering, the way that these guys were executed, including the father and son, is by firing squad. They were placed in front of a firing squad, probably blindfolded, and they were shot to death. So kind of like, the video games we play. So the next story that I found interesting on the net is from Pakistan. And so yesterday, Pakistan decided to block Twitter completely in their entire country, and to put a ban on Twitter because Twitter was allowing people to tweet about the Prophet Muhammad and these references people were making to the Prophet Muhammad. And the interesting thing is that the tweets were linking people to a challenge that Facebook started 2 years ago, where they actually, I don't know what this is about, but there was actually a competition on Facebook to post images of Islam's prophet, of Elijah Muhammad. Now here's the thing, and not Elijah Muhammad, I'm sorry, but the Prophet Muhammad. So here's the thing that's interesting is that, in case you guys didn't know, there are over 1 billion Muslims on planet Earth, a very large portion of the Earth's population. 1/6 of every human being on the planet is a Muslim. And I think, personally, that Facebook went too far. I don't think Twitter should have gotten banned because Twitter was just allowing people to tweet. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, in our country anyway. And I think that Facebook should have got a harsher punishment. Facebook was banned temporarily. Twitter was blocked. YouTube was temporarily banned because all of these sites were allowing these images to be broadcast. And I gotta say, guys, I think we might have went too far. I think Twitter might have, went too far. I think Facebook really went too far by allowing this competition to take place on their site. And I know that, like in China, Mark Zuckerberg is trying. He's been learning the language, and he's trying really hard to get into that country. And I just think it's interesting that as Facebook is trying to get into one country, they are basically creating distance between other countries, and I don't think that's going to help the cause. If you see this, Mark Zuckerberg, don't think that's going to help the cause. Just saying. Relations in general to Asian countries. So the next story, and this is, you guys are going to hate me for bringing this up, but it was interesting. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade had an awesome game yesterday. They scored 70 of the Heat's 103 points, 40 of them coming from LeBron James, along with his 18 rebounds and 9 assists. Definitely an MVP status game for him. Dwayne Wade came in with 30. It was just an all-around awesome performance by those two guys. An amazing game. In the third quarter by itself, they each scored 14 points. The entire Pacers team in the third quarter only scored 16 points. If that gives you any clue into how awesome of a game they had. So now the series is tied 2-2, and I'm hoping the Heat get out of there and play against Boston or Philly to get themselves into the finals. And I'm guessing, just saying, just throwing it out there, I'm guessing they're going to go against OKC. Hopefully my wife can't hear that because she's a Spurs fan. And it sounds like they just won their game because I hear her screaming in the room while I'm recording this commentary. And I know their game is on against the Clippers. All right. So the next story, and this is a sad one. A jogger, a guy, 60 years old, was just going out for a run, running down the road in Missouri, and was shot to death by a drive-by shooting completely at random. And after investigating, law enforcement said that it was probably a gang initiation, that he was just completely picked at random, and he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Whatever happened to the days of, like, hey, steal that kid's lunchbox and we'll let you into the gang, or go pick on that nerd or something, Not that I'm condoning any of that, but it's sad, that we've gotten to a place, especially in America, where, hey, if you want to get in our gang, go shoot someone. Oh, who? A rival, an enemy? No, just a random guy, just a 60-year-old man who's probably got grandkids and a wife, and if he was running, he cared about his health, probably a cool guy. Just go ahead and shoot him. It's unfortunate, and, my prayers go out to Mr. Stone and his family for that tragedy. It just really sucks. So the next story, and these stories, I'm telling you guys, they get crazier and crazier. So touted by many as the most beautiful woman in the world, and I do not know how to say her name, but I'm just going to say Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, something like that. So she won Miss World, and she's from India. Back in November, she had a baby. And what's happening right now is very unfortunate. She is being slammed, made fun of, ostracized. There's a YouTube video making fun of her before and after with elephant trumpet sounds in the background. She's on the cover of magazines. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. This really sucks, guys. If you want to be famous, make sure you really want to be famous, because even winning Miss World and spending a little extra time to get rid of your baby fat is going to cause you to be made fun of and put on TMZ, and this is just, it's cruel. In reality, like, it's really cruel and it's really sad. So that was my last story for you guys. I will have some more for you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you do, and if you guys want to hear more, let me know. If you got something interesting you want to share, let me know that too. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay as well. I think I go. The game is going to end in a second. There was only, I don't know if you guys saw a little bit ago, there was only a minute left. And so the game doesn't get to finish. I don't get to 30 kills. I believe I finished with, yeah, 25 and 6. This is Kingdom Soldier, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.